The last 2 months, we have seen some horrific crimes against women. But the thing that caught my attention was the WhatsApp group formed by a group of 7th standard boys in which they talk about gang banging or raping their classmates. Shocking, yes. New, not so much. Even before the existence of social media, in my school and college, we have heard boys talk like that about their classmates. They are in general being very macho. So in today's video, I'm going to be less of a doctor and more of a mom, and I'm going to be discussing 6 points of how to raise a respectful boy in this day and age. The seeds of toxic masculinity are sown in the minds of our boys from a very young age. So, respect cannot be taught to a teenager. It has to start from the age of a toddler. The first point I'm talking about is allow your child to express his emotions. Boys are generally asked to man up, or don't be a girl, or boys don't cry. A boy is as emotional as a girl. We need to allow him to express his more feminine emotions such as being hurt or scared or feeling worried. If you tell your 6-year-old to man up at that young age, he's gonna learn that he does not need to express his emotions. So when he becomes an angsty teen, no matter how hard you try, you're not gonna be able to get him to open up to you. Teaching your child the language of emotions starts super young, and it has to be maintained. Expressing his emotions will not make your son gay, but not allowing him to express his emotions is gonna definitely make you a homophobe. Second point, do not startle your child into discipline. Let me explain that. Your son will not remember what you cooked for him, what you bought for him, what you did for him. He will always remember how you made him feel. So suppose your child is engrossed in a game and you've been calling him for lunch and he's not responding. Don't go and thwack him on his head because boys need more discipline. Physical force is never the answer. And when you do such a thing, the boy gets startled. And startled response really gets stored as an episodic memory in the mind of the child. Remember, as a parent, you're a very intimidating person to the child. He's really tiny and you're this large, towering person over him who can even take his life. And kids know it. So by hitting your child or shouting at him real loud and scaring him, you're not teaching him to become obedient. The takeaway lesson he has from here is that when I am in power, I can do the same to someone below me. And this is where the seeds of the rape mentality, the revenge rape, and the acid attack mentality, where the girl needs to be taught a lesson, is sown. My third point is always take your child's consent. If you're calling your child for dinner and he's super engrossed in his mobile, his video game, or even his Lego set, he is not going to tear away instantly. If he does so, that means he's super scared of you. When a child is engrossed in a movie or a cartoon, he is imagining himself as one of the characters. It is a big learning experience for him, and his brain is forming connections non-stop. So tearing away from that takes some effort. Give your child a grace period. Tell him you have 5 more minutes. I'm not telling allow your child to do anything. You need to form boundaries. You need to tell him what is expected of him. But allow him to finish his train of thought and tear away and come for his meal. The takeaway lesson he gets from this incident is Mama always asks for my consent and she respects it even though she does not need to. The fourth point I'm talking about is remove sense of entitlement. Boys in India are generally raised as नहीं रसोई में नहीं जाना है, नहीं कचरे का डब्बा घर के बाहर रखने की जरूरत नहीं, ये लड़कियों के काम है. You need to encourage your child to contribute domestically, to clean up after themselves, to put his used plate in the sink. These small lessons will go a long way. It will teach the boy that boys and girls are made equal and he is not particularly superior just because he was born a boy. Fifth point, teach your kids empathy. Kids love violence. That is the reason why cartoons such as Tom and Jerry and Donald Duck, which are extremely violent, are such super hits with kids. If you think about it, Tom almost always gets killed in every episode. Research has also shown that kids enjoy this rough and tumble kind of scenarios. So if in the playground your son laughs at someone falling down or getting hurt, Don't scold him for being insensitive. Encourage him instead to go over and ask, are you okay? Did you get hurt? Do you need something? Even if he hits somebody, if he gets into a fight with somebody, instead of making him say sorry bolo varna khana nahi. Instead of that, teach him, it's okay, you hit him, don't repeat it, but at least go ask that kid, are you fine? My sixth point is public display of affection. No matter how hard you try, your kids will sometimes end up watching you and your husband get into an argument or a fight. But on the other end of the spectrum, they need to see you show love to each other too. So when one of you is back late from work, give a peck on the cheek. I'm not talking about overt intimacy between the parents. I'm talking about just simple acts of affection. If mama is tired, papa will give mama a foot massage. If papa is tired, mama rubs oil on papa's head. These simple takeaways will teach kids that grown-up relationships can be super boring grocery talk, it can be fights, but it's mostly love and affection between the parents. So don't hold back from holding your husband's hand in front of your kids, because it is absolutely okay. They need role models to base their future relationships on. That's all for today from Mom's Time. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with other moms. And I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.